Okay, welcome guys. Today we're going to talk about our background. So for some supplies you will need today is a placemat. You need 2 sticks. You can see there's 2 different types. You just need 2 of the same. So I got 2 wide ones here. You're going to need a rolling pin, a pencil tool. You may need one of these carving tools. They got these little metal loops. And then I'm going to challenge you today to find a few different texture items you may want to use. So first things first, you're going to get a big chunk of clay, and your first job is to just get rid of the air bubbles. So 2 ways of doing that. Hit it back and forth like this, like you're trying to make a really tough snowball. Do that for maybe a minute, smacking together as hard as you can. Second way is maybe to stand up and use your palms of your hands. Push down hard like this. Roll it back up on top, push down hard again. Had a teacher once say it's like making a face. There's the eyes, nose, mouth. So again, do that for about a minute. This will just kind of pop any air bubbles that may be inside there. After you pop some of the air bubbles, take your palms of your hands, flatten it out a little bit, just a little, and then you can set your sticks on both sides. Now, I like to stand up one more time for this part, but then I like to just try to roll it out. I might roll this way a little bit and then turn it and roll it this way some more so it gets wide on all sides. Now, our goal is to roll it the size of our yellow piece here, and I can see I'm not quite there, so I would need to roll on it a little bit harder or possibly go get more clay. Now that is okay, because first you might want to just roll it out and then play with some of the textures. See what you can find. I'll zoom in a little bit so we can see how some of these work. Ooh, look at that. It's kind of a neat texture there. This one creates some bumps. Pretty cool looking. Shells work good too. Put in some textures. All kinds of different ones you can experiment with. So I also have these texture plates too on the middle table. Now remember, these have 2 different sides. One side will make the texture bump up like these bumps here. The other side will push it in like these circles there. So I can show you what this would look like. And you can just use your roller or your hands. Okay, but you can see it creates lots of those little bumps. So there you go. Take some time, find a texture that will work for your habitat. Then once you are ready, you can crumple things back up. I discovered I needed a little more clay to be able to reach my yellow rectangle. Okay, just repeat the steps. There we have it. Now I'm going to roll it out. This way a little bit. Maybe flip it and go this way too. There we go. Now if you see any little bubbles, just pop them. But there we go. That is pretty close. I can fit it on there. Once you can fit it on, cut off the extra pieces. Okay. And then this is going to become my background piece. So you could have it up and down or side to side, does not matter. Once you are to this point, then you want to use your pencil tool and begin mapping out your idea. Now, I had that mountain goat with the mountains in the background. I had some hills down below. And then I knew I was going to add some rocks and some grasses for my mountain goat to eat. Now again, I'm only thinking about the background right now. Maybe I'll have some clouds too. Now, with this little scooping tool here, I can kind of hold it flat and I could start scraping away little bits of my background. That will kind of make my mountains pop out a little bit. For this project, we're working with many layers. So I'm trying to scrape away a little bit of the sky so it will show my mountain layer. So it takes some time, But you want to slowly just kind of go around and cut away pieces you don't need. But you don't want to push down too hard either, because you don't want to cut a hole all the way through it. I'm almost done. Okay. Then you can see it's really scratchy and bumpy. So I want to take a little bit of my finger or a little bit of water on my finger and smooth that out. So then we can see my objects a little easier. Okay. Now I can always go back and carve out this more too if needed. But so far, can you see how my mountains are starting to appear? If I hold it upwards, you can see too that it kind of creates a little shadow where they're sticking out. So my next step would then be to use some of those textures I found to add some texture to my background. Maybe I can create some rocky texture with this. Oh yeah, look at that. That's kind of neat. I could even use my pencil tool here and draw some textures. Maybe I have lots of lines here for the grass. You see that? So you're going to just kind of experiment, create some different textures you can make. Once when you're finished adding some textures, please show me, and then I just need you to put a damp paper towel on this and put it in a bag and return it to the middle table. Alright, thanks guys. See what you can make.